Hello, hello, hello. Good morning, everybody. I'm feeling so much better. Hope we all had a great morning. Hope we're all having a good weekend. What did we all get up to? We had a pretty chilled, relaxed weekend. I'm getting over this meh. And my lovely husband has picked it up. Yay! Oh, it's all go in this household. But it is Monday morning, so I'm going to kickstart our week with a crystal grid. Let me just get rid of that banner. Don't need it now. It's 9 o'clock. So good morning, Stacey. I hope you're okay, sweetheart. Good morning, Lucy. Quick cheeky hello. Morning, Anna. Hope you're well. Good morning, Angel. Leslie. Carolyn. It is. Yes, there is a blue sky. There is a blue sky up there. So, yeah, beautiful. Oh, it's cold out. Okay, I'll just admire the view. So, this morning we're doing the grid, and the card that came out of the Oracle cards was Light Bringer. Let me just duck down to give you a closer look. So in the center there, we've got the candle quartz, and then there's a variety of other quartzes, tiny little. They could be Herkimas or they could be apotholites. So that is the grid for today. Now this is the person. That's their grid. That's like what they've done for Lightbringer. I'm going to do my own version. Okay, so for you guys, each week I always say, if you need a bit of light or if you want to shine your light, look at the crystals around you. Look at your collection. What crystals are jumping out at you? What crystals are enabling you to shine your light or to bring the light? So always have a look. If you've got multiples of that same crystal, even a pair, then you can make a little grid. Put it on your bedside table, put it on your coffee table, dining room table, somewhere where it can manifest and help to shine your light or to bring in that light. So this weekend, I've been looking at my crystals thinking, okay, light bringers, what have you got for me? Who would like to come and bring the light? And I was a little bit upset to begin with, because when I think of light, I think of Herkimer diamond. And I thought I'd sold out of Herkimas, and I only had the big chunky one left, which wouldn't fit on the grid. But thankfully, the universe provided. And so in the center of my grid, I'm going for Herkimer. So that is going in the center there. Again, look at your crystals. What would want to be in the center of your grid? And the same as if you haven't got multiples of that crystal, if you've only got singles, carry it with you. Carry it with you for this week. Feel that light coming to you, or feel that gift of giving your light out to others. Around the outside, because we always start in the middle with grids. Always start in the middle. We work out. This is our intention. This is our query, the generator, the center. This is really what is in the heat of the moment. So for me, this is really saying light bringer. But round the outside on this, and this board is the Atlantean water symbol. So I quite like it because I'm a water sign. So I do like my Atlantean energy. So This was made by the gorgeous Moon at Moon Kestrel, the lovely Esther. And it is on ash. Most of our yantra boards are made on ash because that's my birth tree. Although when I was actually born in 1983, the new moons were late and I actually fell into Rowan. The next day, the 14th of March, was the new moon for ash. I was born on the 13th of March, which meant I was Rowan. But every year since, I've been ash. So round the outside of that Herkimer, I'm bringing in little raw apotholites. So they're just going to go around the outside. There we go. So that is the circle. And you can follow any grid. You can follow any pattern. You don't have to have a yantra board. You don't have to have a pattern to follow. You can just put a crystal in the middle and then some crystals around the outside. It's up to you to bring what crystals you feel. And I mean, obviously, we're in a good position because this is our business, selling crystals. So we do have multiples of crystals to use. But for some people, if you've only got one crystal for the center and then two crystals of the same going one way and two crystals of another going another, so it's making a four, making a square, and then one in the middle, that's absolutely fine. Don't overcomplicate it. Keep things simple. I'm just overcomplicating it just to show you the different methods and the different crystals. So around the apotholites, coming around to these circles here, for namesake, really, you can't beat danburite. That beautiful direction of energy. Raw danburite, you'll see on their edges that they have striations. And that striation is there to show you that this energy, you don't mess with it. It's direct. It's instant. So put that there, put that there. So there's the danburites. Getting lighter. I mean, the energies around here are ridiculous. It's not the energies you want to be around at 9 o'clock in the morning. It's so high. It's like watching songs of praise at 9 o'clock in the morning. There is some very high notage going on here. You know, it's whoa. I'm glad I've got a cup of coffee. That's all I can say. And then in between those danburites, I'm going lighter still with a zestulite, a higher vibrational quartz. Absolutely beautiful. It's a beautiful crystal. It's just a shame it was trademarked by a Wazuk, but hey ho. A lot of people in the crystal world have more of an ego than they share the passion of the crystals themselves. So I won't mention any names, but if you know who trademarked a zestulite, then you know who I'm talking about. So beautiful second circle there. A lovely mixture of danburite and a zestulite. Oh, yes, smoking. It is smoking. Okay. Around the dark dots, I am coming in with, yes, Imperial Topaz. I'm doing it. Imperial Topaz, 9 o'clock in the morning. Hold on to your hats, guys. I'm taking you for a ride. So we've got the beautiful Imperial Topaz going in there, just really bringing in, because majority of these white ones, the Apothelites, the Herkimas, the Danbrites, and the Azeshalites, they tend to govern the Soul Star chakra, which is just above the crown chakra. So if you're somebody who uses a lot of violet stones in the crown chakra, then you can bring the clear ones to the Soul Star. And these are all packing a punch. Above the Soul Star is where the Spirit chakra lies. And for me, the Spirit chakra is the gold ray. So this is where we have golden labradorite, golden topaz, Libyan desert glass, golden azestulite, which is a higher frequency than the normal white azestulite. So really honoring that gold, and where golden healer, I would take there as well, bringing in that little grounding. And golden healer will be making an appearance at the end of this grid because it is our crystal of the week this week. In between the golden topaz, the Imperial Topaz on the north and south, I'm being a little bit naughty again, some Libyan desert glass. I've got things to do after this live. Adam's going to have to come down and scrape me off the ceiling. So that's a little bit of gold, bringing in that gold ray into this beautiful light bringing grid. Again, keep thinking, and keep looking and resonate with you. What crystal would you use for the grid? What crystal would you carry with you this week for bringing in the light or for gifting that light to a certain situation? East and west, I'm bringing in Nirvana Ice Quartz. So Nirvana Ice, it gets its name because it's formed in the Himalayan mountain range, and it's actually formed underneath the ice, which is why they look like something you could whack in your pink gin and lemonade. But they pack a punch. So they're just going to go there. North and south, I've got some bigger apothelite pyramids. So they're just going to govern the north and the south, just really anchoring in that light. Fabs. And then in between those, I'm going to decorate with some more little raw apothelites. While I've got so many, let's use them. So I'm just putting 3 in each space. Just getting a little bit decorative. It's nearly Christmas. Let's get the decks out. But just really so much energy. That is lush. And then for the spaces that are free, I'm just bringing in some quartz points. And if you are using points in your grid, just be aware of the direction of the points. If we've got the points going out, like I have, I've got the points going outwards. That is drawing that energy from the middle and bringing it out. I'm sending that energy out to others. If you want a bit of this energy, then just turn those points in. By turning those points in, we're containing that energy and bringing it for us. But I'm not having all of this energy to myself on a Monday morning. No, no, no. I'm turning those points out and I'm letting you guys benefit from this grid. Spread it out. Spread it out. And then, as I said before, Golden Healer is our crystal of the week. So I'm just going to place them just to hold and bring a little bit of grounding. You know, I could have brought smoky quartz in. Smoky quartz could have, let me just put them down there so you can see them better on the screen. I could have brought smoky quartz in for a bit of grounding, but that is, you know, I thought, no, Golden Healer. It needs to make an appearance on this grid because it is the crystal of this week. Tomorrow morning at 9, I will be talking to you about the Crystal Healer. The Crystal Healer. What the bloody hell am I drinking? About Golden Healer. But yeah, so that, guys. So from this card, from this deck, the Light Bringer, this weekend I sat, and they're the crystals that wanted to come. So let's be honest. Which grid do you prefer? Do you prefer mine? Or do you prefer this one? I don't mind. You'd still be friends. So that's our grid for this week. And that grid will go behind me. All of my grids that I do for these lives, they go just here and they hold that light for the whole week. Lightbringer is what we're concentrating on this week. So this grid will be there doing its thing. But let me know. I mean, it's getting nice now. A lot of people are getting comfortable and they're sharing their grids. So do keep a look on Dan Rock's business page, because if anyone sends me a picture of their grid, I will put it on Dan Rock's. So yeah, be confident. Do not go wrong. I'm not expecting anything as fancy as this, because this is just me showing you different options, you know, but a grid can just be 4 crystals of the same. You could have 4 Imperial Topazes and then a bit of quartz in the middle. That's a grid. You could have 2 quartz, 2 apotholites, and golden healer in the middle. It's a grid. What makes the grid is your intention. So let me know what crystals would you put on your grid, whether you've got them or not. Sit and think of light bringer. What crystals come to your mind when you think of light bringer? And as I said earlier, if you've only got singular crystals, if you've got one piece of Imperial Topaz, one piece of Danburite, carry that with you. I don't really do singles on grids. I like symmetry. I like pairs. Pairs is the lowest I go to. And 4 is about the height I go to. But just experiment. Just get there. But it is gorgeous. And the energy is ridiculous. Like, shine it through the window, please. Shine it through the window. Oh, my word. Let me tell you, talking about windows, Saturday, we were sitting on the settee and we had a couple of people round, and I could hear this bark, bark. I was like, because our window was open for the cats, and I was like, what's that? And Adam was near the window and he was like, oh, I think it's the geese flying. I thought, it doesn't sound like any geese I know. It sounds like a chicken. But nobody, to our knowledge, around the houses have got any chickens. And then I look out the window, and sure enough, here's this bold as brass chicken strutting down our path, like literally through the gate, coming down the path to our front door. And I'm like, babe, there's a chicken coming down our path. And he's like, shut up, because he knows I'm a bit of a prankster. I'm like, no, babe, if you go and open the door, there's going to be a chicken to welcome you. So he gets up, he opens the door. Oh, yeah. What are you doing here? Where have you come from? Not only that, the chicken then comes in the house. We're there with our visitors, we're there with our guests, and we have a chicken in the hallway. And she was very, very vocal on how pleased she was to be in our house. She was clucking and a plucking and a. And we're like, what are we going to? Where has this chicken come from? And thankfully, Adam looked outside, and there were 2 young boys frantically running around, panicking. And he was like, have you lost a chicken? We've lost 2. My dad's just gone to get one from the garden. We've got one here. So, yeah, the dad came over. We had a good chat. We got introduced to the chicken. And then it went off, but it was so funny. Like, I actually kind of liked a house chicken. She was just gorgeous. She was just some goddess statue in our hallway, just bark, bark. I mean, I don't know what the cats would have thought, you know. They might have thought, oh, wait up, Christmas has come early. But yeah, absolutely amazing. So yeah, talking about light bringer, I mean, it brought us a chicken, you know. I mean, we ordered KFC and we actually got a chicken coming down the path. Like, hey, you know, I'm not making your own. So oh, you are all kind, all kind. Let's just. Good morning, Kerry. Hope you're well, sweetheart. Green quartz for Angel. Beautiful. Morning, Janet. Hope you're well. Thank you, Stacey. Yeah, I think that board is all right. I'm happy with that board. You have been in our home, Angel, and yeah. When we say to people, when they come to our stall and we say, this is all in our living room, they're like, oh my God. It's like, yeah, we live in like peace and harmony, right? Good morning, Anne. I hope you're well. Yes, Libyan desert glass, such a sunny crystal I use on my solar plexus when I'm feeling zapped. Yeah, and that's with the gold crystals, they are for the solar plexus. It's just when we decide to venture into the higher chakras, we find the gold separates from the yellow, and the yellow stays at the solar plexus, and the gold ones go off and join the spirit chakra. But yeah, absolutely. Yes, Leslie, you're traveling to Devon. Hopefully, I can meet up for a coffee. But yeah, things are moving on with the shop. But fingers crossed, and have a safe trip. Thank you, Sylvia. It is gorgeous. Yeah, Golden Healer. Love it. Love it. Behind me, got some beautiful Golden Healer. I love this sphere. This sphere came to us for the Grey Weathers stone circle. We did a grid, and this was in the center. I shouldn't really use stock for doing that, because once I've used it, I then want to keep it. But yeah, gorgeous bits of Golden Healer. Absolute beauts. Oh, I can pick up with one hand. This is the biggest of our spheres in Golden Healer. Oof. Oof. But I'll be showing you more about them. I'm not tempted to put it down one-handed. I'm not that daft. Anna, oh my god, those Golden Healers, stunning grid today as well. I definitely need a shopping haul for light bringer crystals, as I don't really have any in my collection. Oh, bless you, sweetheart. But yeah, I love Golden Healer. Thank you, guys. People prefer my grid. Oh, you're so kind. Kerry, I have a smoky Lemurian quartz. Yes, I love smoky Lemurian quartzes. We've got some beautiful pieces of smoky Lemurians from Brazil, which I would use in the center of mine. Yeah, crack on, Kerry. And if you do one, send me a pic. Let me whack it on Facebook. Chicken, chicken, chicken. Bark, bark. Yeah, I can't wait to have chickens. Sylvia, which crystal can I use to deal with grief, Dan? Rhodonite. Rhodonite would be my go-to for support. That little bit of grounding, but allowing you to keep doing what you want to do. Apache Tear. Apache Tear is one of my... Oh. Yeah. Apache Tear is one of my go-to because it was formed by grief. The whole story of the Apache was their final battle. And the men and the young boys knew that they would lose that battle. So they got onto their horses, and rather than giving the opposition the satisfaction of defeat, they rode off a cliff. They all took their own lives. And the women and children wept at the edge of the cliff. And they said that when their tears hit the ground, Apache tears were formed. So that is a beautiful crystal for grief. But rhodonite is my go-to for support. Smoky quartz to release, to give out. So yeah, any of the calcites that are supportive, manganese calcite would be a beautiful one, allowing you to grief, allowing you to go, because we don't want anything that suppresses. We want something that helps us to release and helps us to go. So yeah, beautiful. Bless you, sweetheart. I have to go now, but it's been delightful today. Give me a shout, Leslie. I would love to meet you. Stacey, let's see if the three of us can meet. Let's see if the three of us can get together. Which crystal is good for adhesive small bowel obstruction? Anything to do with the bowels, you're looking at base sacral. So look at those crystals, your base chakra, your sacral crystals, your oranges, your reds. Maybe even citrine. Citrine is good for the digestive system. So yeah, beautiful. Yes, Anne, yeah. Let's get together this week. Let the four of us get together. I'm pretty limited on transport because hubby works during the day. But I could perhaps get the bus, or we can meet in Exeter. Or if anyone's doing lifts, I'm happy to meet somewhere for a lift somewhere. But yeah, let's meet somewhere. I mean, I don't want to do Exeter. Let's take a flask somewhere and let's go to Dartmoor. Let's have a girls' trip. Thelma and Louise, take 4. Woo, woo, woo. I'm excited about that. Right, guys, it's 9:30. I don't think there's anything more to say. Next week, the card I've pulled for next week's grid will be Insight. So Insight will be the crystals we'll be using for next week, but this week, Lightbringer. Looking forward to seeing all of your grids. Join me tonight live at 5, where I'm going to delve into my top 5 crystals. Wait for it. My top 5 crystals for the menopause. Oh, yes, I'm going there. It's a Monday, menopausal Monday. I'm going on it. So I haven't got a clue what that is like, but I do have a clue with the crystals that can help ladies of a certain age. So tonight at 5 will be my top 5 crystals for the menopause. Do join me for that. And tomorrow morning at 9 is our crystal of the week. I'll be chatting about Golden Healer. Enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you so much for joining me. An absolute pleasure. Also, I did get a message over the weekend because Facebook does this stars thing where people can gift you stars. I got a message to say that I have received 1,000 stars. 1,000 stars. Like, that choked me. Like, that's so kind. They do cost money. Please be aware. I mean, sadly, 1,000 stars equals £3.90, I think. But you know, that's 1,000 stars. Like, I feel quite special with that. So, and that's you guys. Whoever watches and hits those stars and gives me some stars, that's amazing. Thank you. That is bringing the light. Like the stars, like the grid. See you all soon. And remember, guys, if you can't heal yourself, how the hell are you going to heal somebody else? Have a great day. Enjoy the rest of your week. Bye for now. Bye.